kind of move on towards training camp?
Well, we've kind of been underway with OTAs. Everyone's been here and stuff, so we're just going to keep the train rolling and get through these mini camps, and then the Tro will be here before we know it.
The fact that this is a mandatory camp, everybody's here, and there is more of a feel that you're getting close to those real practices, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of a normal schedule, if you will, with the walkthroughs and meetings and lunch and stuff. So it does feel a little more like regular season.
David DeCastro was just saying he likes the feel in this room right now. He feels a positive vibe. Do you echo that?
Yeah, especially when he's here. I love Dave being here. It's so much fun just to have everybody here and all the linemen and just everybody. And I think everyone kind of feels that same thing. That it?
Really short sample size, but is there one player on the offensive unit that has stood out to you and has really made a mark so far in this offseason training?
Boy, it'd be hard to pick one. I'd probably go with Dante Moncrief just because it's new, and I kind of know what to expect from some of the other guys, but I wasn't really sure what to expect when he came in. I mean, obviously we played against him and seen him go against us in game situations, but don't know him as a person. I didn't know him, obviously, and now just getting to see his work ethic, the type of person he is, his desire to be great, his knowledge of the offense already. I'll ask him, we'll do no huddle stuff, and I'll give him a signal, and I'll be like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah," and so he's in with Coach Drake every single morning, pretty much all day. So you see the desire and the want to be great, and so I've really enjoyed the opportunity to know him and to work with him so far.
That's where these mini camps and OTAs, the chemistry that you can build with these guys.
Yeah, it really helps because this is an opportunity not just to be thrown into training camp. We had to do that with Vance one year. We had to do that with Switz, where it's just kind of whether it's through usually trades or something where the last week of camp or right before the last preseason, you have to try and learn someone really quick and learn about each other. So this is an awesome opportunity that he's here, and we're getting to work together. He was with us when we went on our trip, and it's been fun to get to know him as a person too.
Are you licking your chops when you look at, you mentioned Vance and Switz and Juju and James Washington and Dante, the opportunity to spread the wealth, really spread things around on offense?
Yeah, it'll be fun. There's some holes that have been lost. It's obvious, but we've got a lot of guys that desire to fill those voids, and it's not going to be one person. It's going to be a lot of different people, and you mentioned a lot of great weapons, but you also didn't mention the running back situations we have, and we've got a lot of great running backs that not just run the ball well, but catch it. So it's going to be fun if we can produce the way we think we can.
What have you seen from Josh and Mason maybe compared to a year ago?
I think more comfortable. Especially Mason, obviously your first year, your kind of head's probably spinning a little bit, trying to learn things. You see him settling into it a lot, understanding, not afraid to step up to whatever group, to whatever receiver. I think in the past you might have felt a little hesitancy to throw to certain guys, and now they're stepping in, ready to go. And Josh just continues to grow. A guy that's definitely more understanding and more comfortable in this offense, and so it's fun to watch him grow.
And do you like that challenge of playing with a collection of playmakers? Some that are proven and some that maybe are trying to prove more.
Yeah, it's an awesome challenge for all of us. To get to know each other, to learn, to do everything we can to be the best, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do is win a championship. In order to do that, we're all going to have to be at our best.
But Joe Hayden said he felt like underdogs for the first time, that the Steelers were underdogs for the first time. Do you feel like that too, and how motivating is that yourself?
I've been here a long time, and we're still the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're still going to go out and try and win every football game. It's been a long time since we've been to the big one. But like I said, if everyone puts forth the effort that we all think we can, and with the talent that we have in this room, we feel pretty confident that we can be pretty good.
And some guys are teaching. Did you, the young guys, I was watching the OTAs, it seems like you're doing a lot more teaching with some of the guys on the side, some of the patterns and things.
I try. I think I know the offense as well as anyone here. So some of these young guys coming in maybe don't understand everything. So I try and tell them what I expect. I mean, coaches can coach a guy to do what the paper says on a route and do certain things, but ultimately it comes down to what's the quarterback kind of want and expect. So I try and let those guys know so there's no real secrets. Communication is always important.
And some guys have talked about how Juju has sort of embraced a leadership role. Have you seen it, and how do you help him do that too as one of the leaders?
You know, we've got a lot of great leaders on this team. You know, a lot of them in the low line, offense, defense. Juju's still a real young guy, but he's a guy that, you know, has to kind of expand on that leadership thing with this offense and in his room especially. But I think the neat thing about it is that whole room is just kind of gelled, and they seem to be really close. They have a lot of fun together. So we just want to see Juju continue to grow, that he's, you know, the way that he's going and the path that he's on, because it's been a lot of fun to be around him, to be his teammate, and to watch his growth every year.
Well, what's tougher now, having an extra kid at home or coming to voluntary workouts? It sounds like a tougher job.
No, it's both get tough as the older you get, but life's good.
How is the new baby?
No, she's great. She's doing really well.
There was a guy who made clear you just wanted to play football in the last year or so, but then there were always some of those headlines. You know, what do you want to see from this year in that regard of just having it be about the business?
I think you just said it pretty clearly, pretty perfectly. I think that's I think things have changed pretty well around here. Just coming back and seeing it and talking to people, and I'm excited. I really am, just to play football.
What changes have you seen then from your observation?
I think everyone's on the same page, more team-oriented, and that's the biggest step.
What's your thoughts about the team, not the attitude, but what you guys are capable of? It's different.
I'm excited to see it. I mean, it's still early. You know, off-season is what it is. So I'm excited to get the pads on in training camp and get back to football. I think it's been obviously a weird off-season with a lot of things, and it's hopefully just worry about football now.
Yeah, David Munch is gone. So what have you seen from Sean and his development? You've been here longer than
Sean's
he
great.
has. How about his development? Maybe speak to that.
He's been here at the same time I've been here, all 7 years of it. So I've seen him, been with him a long time. Got a lot of respect for him. I'm really excited to work with him. He's watched a lot of film, been under Munch at the same time, you know, we have. So he's obviously learned a lot too, and I'm sure he's gonna keep a lot of the same stuff. And I'm excited.
What are his strengths?
Sean?
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a grinder. He watches a lot of film, puts a lot of time in, and he cares. You know what I mean? And when you see a guy work that hard, you respect that, and you want to play for a guy like that.
And David helps that you have a lot of vets on that line
Yeah,
too. Obviously,
no
been through
question.
it all.
Yeah, we know what to do. We know how to do it. You know what I mean? We know what it takes.
What do you expect this year? What are your anticipations?
I'm not too big on expectations. I just kind of like enjoying getting back to work, and I think that'll come in 5 weeks from now. So. Let you know then, maybe a little clearer idea. Check back in.
You see the offense changing a little bit in terms of run-pass ratio and things like that, based on this changing personnel?
I think so. Maybe. I'm sure I'm not sure how much it's going to change. I'm sure we'll keep throwing it around a lot, but I don't know. It'll be fun. We've got some new weapons, and Ben's excited, and we all are.
Ben said that he plans to refocus his leadership this year. You know, what do you think that will look like?
With Ben, Ben's always been a great leader to me, and I'm just excited to play for a guy like that. I always had a ton of respect for him. How could you not? And he's one of those guys you get in the huddle with, and he just brings you up because he's so competitive. You know what I mean? So, just looking forward to getting back on the field with him.
I'm a new guy to you, right? But he's not really a new guy. I mean, Matt's been around. You expect to not really miss a beat there?
Yeah, no question. We'll see how it goes. We'll get some young guys too that I'm sure will be battling, and it'll be a fun training camp, that's for sure.
Dave, during the offseason, did you hear or read the stuff or negative stuff that was said about Ben on the outside? And did you find that some of the things that were said? I'm just curious your reaction.
Yeah, I mean, you see it. You know, I can't not see it, really. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I don't really go on social media that much, but it's hard to ignore things, especially when McDonald's drive-thru and people are talking about drama. You know what I mean? It's like you can't really escape it. So, I mean, I think talk's pretty cheap. You know what I mean? Like I just said about Ben, he's a great leader to me. He always has been, and one of those guys you just really enjoy playing with because he's a competitor and grinder, and you enjoy it.